Well, girls and guys, welcome back to the channel. So we've got a Fiat 500 Abarth it's a 595 actually, in for a Cambelt. Customer was unaware of how long it's been since a Cambelt, and from what he knows, hasn't had one in a while. So obviously I've already started stripping down. I've removed inlet pipe, water bottle, and the top cover. Now, I didn't want to, I wasn't going to do a video on this, but the belt has led me to want to show you. So, just pulled the cover off, and that's still an original belt, but look at the cracks. I mean, yeah, that's brilliant. So, I'm not sure what year this is. It's got a private plate on. I think it's a 2013? Yeah, I was right. It's a 2013, so it's 10 years old, so that means it should have had at least 2 Cambelts. Mileage-wise, I think it's about 90, so it's there on mileage and years, but definitely this one hasn't been changed for a while. And being an original belt, there's not one mark to say that it's been done. I mean, these literally are a Tip-X situation. Can't see anything that shows that it's been done. Still an original belt. I mean, it could not have done 10 years, could it? All right, so we're getting to it now. I've taken off this little inspection hatch here, and it's a 13mm on the tensioner, and whip the belt off. And now we've got to get a 13mm and undo the pulley, and then it's just 10mm for the cam belt cover. So we'll get that off, and then hopefully we can see how much or how bad the belt is in a little bit more close up, I reckon. We've got a trusty jack ready to support the engine. We're going to lower it down. You need a block of wood on that, and then underneath the sump, and then we can whip the engine mounting off. I really must remember to bloody record this stuff. So I've replaced the water pump. I've marked the belt at the top here. I've also put another little mark there so I can see it when you're rotating. I've also marked the crank pulley, and that's the coolant bucket there because I've already changed the water pump. So new water pump's in. I'll show you the old one. So that's the old water pump. Now these don't have gaskets. They are just a seal, silicone sealant, so you've got to clean all that off as well. Again, this is still the original water pump, the FPT sign. There's a little bit of play in it, nothing too much, but it hasn't cracked. But you can see she is very, very old. So water pump's on, just need to give it a final little tighten up and then mark it all up. Then we're going to stick the belt on. Again, we are using an INA or INA kit from Schaeffler. These kits come with everything, they're a compound kit. So you get the water pump, the new tensioner, and the belt. Okay, so we've got the new belt on. Now, I had a moment of stupidity when tightening the auxiliary, the cam belt. There goes another moment of stupidity. I couldn't get the lines to line up. Now, you notice I've put a bit of blue paint pen on the side, because when you put the tool in, which looks like this, what happens is it goes into the 2 little notches, and then it blocks it and you can't see it. However, if you put a bit of blue paint on there, you know that when that's in line to there and there, you are perfectly tensioned and in line. There you go. It sounds like a nice little C chord when you give it a little twang. And we're on point there, and you can see my other little blue mark down there. We're on point. Let's just check the crank at the bottom, and we're there. So that's all lined up. Now I'm gonna just double check the torque on this. I filled it up as well. That's another top tip as well. Before you put the belt on, fill it up. Just make sure you ain't got any leaks. So far, we are good. So I'm torque that up and then turn it around 3 times. I always do 3 times. Everyone asks why. I don't know. I just do. So I've spun it around 3 times. Now, on these, you can't start them up until you put the crank pulley on because it's trigger wheeled with the sensor at the bottom there. So you might as well just chuck all the covers on, engine mount, bring it up in the air and do it that way. Basically just go for the rebuild because there's nothing more you can do at this point. So I'm gonna fit all the covers and we'll go from there. Okay, so we've got all the covers on, the coolant bottle's back in, just need to put a 10mm there, everything's on and marked, nice and righty-tighty. I'm gonna put the trigger wheel on, now I'm gonna put the airbox on, then the trigger wheel, and then get it started. So all the covers are on, everything's on. We are about to fit this. Now you see you've got that little dot there, that little dot goes to that little dot there, right where the blue mark is. So you just fit it like that and then double FT it. Hey, auxiliary belt is on, crank pulley is on, just got to connect the battery while my mate moves out of the way, and it's time to start it. and then get charged up for this moment. Ow. Okay, so give it some ignition. And 3, 2, 1. Lovely. So we're going to just, no lights on the dash. Okay, that's not bad. Now run it up to temperature. Start fitting all the other last little bits, like outside, well, cover, under tray wheel and stuff like that. We've got good water return from the water pump up there already. Just pumping all the air out, so we leave that cap off overnight. And yeah, we are very much on our way. Okay, so left it to self-bleed overnight. Just topped the coolant up, so now it's time for a little test drive. This little pocket rocket is all good. Up to temperature, fans are kicking in, so this one is done.